So at the beginning, we will open the power systems and open the switch of the remote control. And then come here to insert key. And in the meanwhile, we hold the crutch. At the same time, put the power takeoff switch together. And then the program just start together. So we insert the keys and hold the crutch together to open the whole system. Oh. And you can see that. And at the same time, put the power takeoff switch. So next step, we are making the outrigger out. We can see this is for the vertical and horizontal. We just put it outside to make it for the horizontal first. And then we extend the outriggers out of the ground. And this will make some time. Okay. Okay, and now we switch the whole outrigger switches to the vertical parts. And then we start again with the extend to make the outriggers off the ground. Okay, and next we will making the upper parts operations. We put on this switch for the upper operations and then get our remote control. But at first, we need to shift the local started switches to there. What can we test is this one, if we open, has the sounds, make sure that the remote control is on. And then we can use the remote control to making the operation parts work. Now we are making the remote control. Here we have the lifting bomb. You can see. And this one, lower the bomb. Again, the second switch is for the retraction and extend the bomb. So here is the two part. So now we open the rotation switch. You can see the whole bomb was just switching to a certain angle that you can work with different angles and situations here. So the final parts, we can switch in the basket. You can see that to a certain angle again. Make it convenient to work in different angles. So the final parts, we need to clasping the whole switching part. You can see if you only use the one switches, they cannot work. So we need to hold this switch and the basket part. Again, you can see he can starting to clasping. And here, under the two situations, one is when the basket is unbalanced and we need to then make it vertical, horizontal parts. Remain the horizontal level. And the second one is because some garbage in there, we need to get out of there. Here, we need to end the whole upper operation work. And then we need to open the local switches here to make sure the switch can on. And ended the remote control switches here, and you can put in anywhere. And then get on to put the vertical parts first to get in. So we need to make sure first, we need to make the horizontal parts get in. So we push it, vertical parts, and retract it. And after that, we need to shift to the horizontal part. And again, retract whole outrigger here. and shift the switches to the middle ground, and then close the whole switches and open the remote control. So make sure in the operation work, you only need to close the whole takeoff power switches and make sure the whole safety guard here.